In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use the Docker extension effectively inside VS Code. I have VS Code set up and only Python extension installed. First, we are going to set up the Docker extension. I have Docker already set up in my system and it is up and running. So we will install the Docker extension, create a sample Python application, and using the VS Code features, we are going to create the Docker file as well as Docker compose, run the application in Docker, and also perform certain activities which are very useful in our day-to-day work. So first, let me type Docker over here. Select this Docker extension. This is from Microsoft. Click on install. This extension is installed. You can see this Docker icon available over here. I have clicked it. On the left-hand side, there are few sections like containers, images, registries, network, volume, etc. Now, first thing, I'm going to create a sample Python application. Click on File, Open Folder. Let me create a new folder, naming it as Sample Python App. Selecting this as the folder, click on Select Folder. Check this box to trust the authors. Click on Yes, I trust the authors. Now, first thing, I'm going to create a virtual environment. Go to Command Palette, Ctrl-Shift-P, type Python environment. Select this, Python, create environment. Here are two options. I'm selecting the first one. In my case, as Python is already installed, it is showing me the Python path. I'm selecting this. In case this is not appearing, you have to enter the interpreter path from here. Selecting this one. Virtual environment creation is in progress. I can click on show logs. Environment creation is in progress. This seems to be complete. As the virtual environment is created, I'm going to select the interpreter inside the virtual environment. For that, we can go to Control Panel. This time I go from View, Command Palette, type Python interpreter, select this option, Python : select interpreter. So this time I'm going to use this one, which is inside my newly created virtual environment. Now our virtual environment is created and we have selected the interpreter. Go to View, Command Palette, type Python terminal. Click on this, Python : create terminal. Now I'm going to create a sample application over here. Let me create a Python file over here. Right click, new file, app.py. So here what I am doing, I'm using some available libraries within Python like logging and HTTP server, and using that I'm creating a class myHandler where it would be receiving the GET request, and ultimately in the browser it would send a response, welcome to my custom server. So this would start on port 8080. Let me run this from VS Code. Run Python file. The application is started. Opening a browser, opening localhost : 8080. We can see the application is running and we are getting the response in the browser. Now we are going to demonstrate some of the Docker related features within VS Code. First thing, I want to Dockerize this application. Let me stop this. Killing the terminal, go to Command Palette, type Docker. If you type Docker over here, there are huge number of features available. This is specific to Docker containers. Now, if I just type Docker add, here you can see it is providing me two features. Add Docker Compose files to workspace. This we will use later on. The second one is add Docker files to workspace. Let me click on this. It's asking which application platform I would use. You can see this options for Django, FastAPI, Flask. In my case, it's a general one. Selecting Python : general. Choose the application's entry point. In my case, it is app.py. If it was a module, I had to select the module, but for now, I'm selecting this one. Include optional Docker Compose files. Let me select no for the time being. So here, it has created the Docker file as well as the Docker ignore. In the Docker file, I can see it is mentioning the image for Python 3. There are some general entries for .pyc files and logging. Then there is a copy of requirements.txt, installation of the requirement.txt, creation of the work directory, which is app, then copying the current content to this app directory. Then there is this action for add user. I don't think we need it. Let me comment this out. My requirement.txt file is blank, but this is a standard process. In most of the cases, if you have any packages required, ideally it should be here. And this Docker file would install all your packages inside the Docker environment. Let me open the Docker ignore. It has the standard entries to ignore the unnecessary files. Going back to the Docker file now, one thing let me add over here. to expose this particular port, which is 8080, let me right click on build image, clicking on this Docker icon over here. Now the image is created, selecting this one, right click. You can see there are multiple options, run and run interactive. Apart from that, we have inspect, pull, push, tag, copy full tag, remove, etc. Selecting the first one, run. So by reading the Docker file, what it is doing, you can see over here, it is executing this Docker run command, and it is exposing this ports as well. As I have mentioned it over here. Here is the container. If I hover on top of it, some details are mentioned like image, ports, volumes, networks. If I right click, there are multiple options to view logs, attach shell, inspect. For the time being, let me click on view logs. It is in turn executing the Docker commands, and it's showing this log message: server started at this localhost 8080. Going to browser, refresh this page. Now I can see I'm getting the response from Docker. Let me refresh this again, maybe a couple of times. Going back to VS Code, you can see we are getting the logs as well. Due to multiple requests, we have this code over here. Whenever it is getting this request, it is printing this logging.info. Now, another thing I'm going to do over here, if I expand this, we have the files. This is the app directory. And here I have this app.py. Let me close all this in my local system. Close all. And this is the option to open it. Here, I would make one small change. So just changing this message, and let me restart this container. So restarting the container now, going back to browser. Let's refresh the page. So now the change is reflecting over here as expected. So this way, using VS Code, we can perform the basic operations related to images and containers. Based on our requirements, we would also require to use these sections like registries, networks, volumes, context, etc. But for the time being, we have only focused in images and containers. And another important thing over here, as I told you earlier, if you go to command palette and type Docker, you can see huge number of Docker related commands, so that we don't need to memorize this Docker commands, and instead we can utilize the features provided inside VS Code, and based on our requirement, we can use them when necessary.